Are you ready for some football?
Yeah, I think we're down to 41 days, 42 days. Eagles had practice today. I'll tell you what's a little bit alarming. Last year we had guys dropping left and right with ACLs.
Come on, man. I tell you what's a little bit alarming.
It's a little alarming. The rate at which these guys are...
Holy Caucasian vocabulary, Batman.
Dude, you would have been proud of me. I went to an all-black barbecue today.
You did? Did you get down?
Yes.
What do you have? You have some ribs?
I was referred to as the white sheep of the family. I was like, I've never heard that before. But like,
what did you eat?
I was the only white guy within 3,000 yards of this place. It was quite entertaining.
Did you have some chitlins and pig's feet?
No, but you know it was a black barbecue when they had collard greens as a side,
right?
Mac and cheese as a side. I was like, oh, I'm at a black barbecue. So it was entertaining. It was in the sticks of Maryland too. It was all the way out near Aberdeen.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's why I didn't come down, because it made no sense. Because it's an hour and a half from Philly, and it's an hour and a half from Jesse's house. So I didn't see the point of driving from Jesse's house to there, back to Jesse's house to Philly.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I would have stayed my ass in Philly, too. Was the collard green soaked in vinegar?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
No, like all these, right now you got guys dropping left and right, popping their Achilles tendons. I think there's like 3 or 4 guys right now. They said, who was it? The dude with progeria, the little pellet-headed guy, he said $350 million last year was on the IR with ACL injuries.
Yeah. And dude, you know who's the Colts running back who was out? He hasn't played really.
Trent Richardson?
Well, no, but there's another Colts running back.
Oh, because right now Trent Richardson is not playing because he's got a jacked up hammy. Julio Jones down in Atlanta, all you Atlanta fans got to be thrilled. But the thing that I'm worried about is he's only practicing every other day because his ankle's still jacked up.
I'm telling you, but the Colts running back, I believe it's the Colts running back.
Towards Achilles, didn't he?
Towards Achilles, and he did it last year too. He's done. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, this is you tear your Achilles twice. I mean, in the course of 2 years.
I think this is ACL, the guy you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, hold on a second. I'm dropping my mic. Hold on.
In the more important NFL news, I think the Browns are finally starting to realize what they've done to themselves. They went ahead and drafted a 3-ring circus. I don't know what they thought they were getting. I don't know what they thought he was going to do. I don't know why they thought all of a sudden the difference between being 20 and 21 and being in college and being in the NFL was going to make a difference to this kid. But his view is like, look, if I'm not supposed to be at practice, I can do pretty much whatever the hell I want. And I'm like, to some degree, yes. But when you're Johnny Manziel or any other NFL player, no. You need to get an alias, a mustache, some sunglasses, a hat, some friends that aren't your friends, and slide in the back doors, get some VIP treatment, and tell people to stop taking pictures of your dumbass. And as for that $20 bill you had rolled up tight, that was a cocaine move. I don't give a shit, and that's what you got to do. You're going to be out of the league in 3 weeks.
Right. I mean, you know, it's funny too, man, because Johnny Manziel has a golden opportunity up there. I mean, even Jim Brown, you know, and you know how Jim Brown is. He's like, he just thinks he's like Manziel. I mean, he's all about Manziel. He's like, I think he should start. He can make an impact immediately. And I'm going to tell you what, I think with Kyle Shanahan being the offensive coordinator in Cleveland and having someone like Johnny Manziel, and if he knows the playbooks and he can utilize him like he did RG3 in his rookie season, oh my God,
dude.
Like
well, here's the thing. I think the Browns have their bye. I think the Browns either have their bye in week 4 or week 5. So very early on. And I'm going to tell you right now, if the Browns start out, let's just say it's week 4, if they start out 1-2 or 1-3 or 1-2, and they're not doing anything, and Hoyer's has an Eli type start and throwing more picks than he's got fingers or toes, dude, they'll put in Johnny Manziel. You took him in the first round for a reason. And let me tell you, you'll know by preseason game 2 who's going to get more out of the team.
So you going over or under 4 games?
Oh, he'll be in after the bye. Let the Browns come out and start like some hot garbage like they are. He'll be in after the bye week. Whenever their bye week is. I'm pretty sure their bye week is very early on. I think it's week 4. So that means would play through.
I'm going with he's starting before the bye week.
Whoa.
Yep. You want to put some money on it?
You know, it's a 1 week difference. So you're saying he could start between game 1 and game 3. I'm saying he's going to start after.
I'm saying that he could start between right now and the bye week.
Okay, so let's just, for right now, let's say week 4. So if he starts one NFL game before week 4, you win. If he starts any game after week 4, I win.
Right. If he has not, if he has not started any game, until the bye week, then you win. Yeah.
Right. But preseason games don't count.
Preseason games don't count. Just regular season.
Deal.
You know. Now, if he's named the starter and he starts and gets pulled out in the first quarter of the first game or whatever, I win.
Right? No. If he gets named, if he gets named the starter but he just has to play one play.
Right. So
because if he gets named the starter and gets hurt and doesn't actually start the game, that doesn't count. All he needs to do is walk out into the field for one play as the starter. Now, if he comes in as relief, that shit don't count.
No, you're right.
He has to start the game.
Right. But if he comes in at relief and does okay, he'll be starting the following game. Just as long as it ain't the throw. I don't know. If he starts running.
What's going to happen when LeBron James starts doing like social media for that cat and starts cheering for him? LeBron James.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm telling you what, dude. He's good for Cleveland just like Bron is. I mean, Manziel, I think if he gets the opportunity.
I don't think the NFL is ready for a personality as big as Johnny Manziel's.
I mean, shit, they got him. Every fucking receiver in the NFL is like him. It's just he's in the quarterback position. The
unfortunate thing is when Johnny Manziel talks, he's articulate, and that's what you expect. And what I mean by articulate is he's not quoting Shakespeare. He just doesn't sound like a Des Bryant. He doesn't sound like. Put it this way. The one person who I think has an ego and the intellect to match Johnny Manziel is Richard Sherman.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Richard Sherman and Johnny Manziel are perfect for each other. They're the exact same thing. And what's fucked up is the way people view them differently solely based on their skin color. That's fucked up.
Yeah, because they're both spasty. They're both fucking all out there. They're both smart guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But oh, dude, that kid graduated from Stanford. How many people graduate from Stanford, period, let alone graduate from Stanford and play football?
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So, no, you're onto something there. So, I mean, but I don't know, George. It's like, I just think that the Browns need some fucking excitement, dude. I mean, Hoyer's good, but I mean, what is
have you ever been to Cleveland?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Trail and I were down that motherfucker. We just were like, what can we do here? Fuck it, man. We just might as well just go get fucking tore up.
Right,
we were just sitting there at club. Yeah, we were done. In place, when we were going there, honestly, when we went to, not when we were going there, because it's not like we frequently visited Cleveland, but when we were in Cleveland, it was for one of Dave's shows. We were there, and we were like, holy shit, everything is shutting down, because obviously, you know, it was probably like 5-6 years ago. Everything was shutting down at like 5 or 6 where we were. Yeah. And we were like, man, this is fucking crazy. So we would just have to find things to get into or go to local sports bars or whatever, and then, you know, we went down to a couple clubs and stuff, but it was like, it was dead. It wasn't much of a nightlife, you know, compared to the other cities that we've gone to. But I mean, we found shit to do, but I couldn't live there. Fuck no.
And speaking of things shutting down, it's been a pleasure. I'm out. Time to go to bed.
Bedford out. Just like Faulkner out.
I'm real close to dropping this microphone. Walking away.